very cells that built you in the first place. No surgery, no pain pills, no long recovery. Just your body remembering how to feel alive again. QC Kinetics delivers that long-term relief that you're finally looking for. Make the new year your turning point where pain stops defining you. It's time to take that first step. Literally. Time to walk, enjoy the holidays, live without pain, and live without hesitation. With QC Kinetics, healing is within reach. Schedule your free consultation today at QC Kinetics. Give them a call at 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Sentry Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
And free groceries.
Okay, just calm down. We'll get to that later.
Stay tuned in right here to score free groceries.
Stop, please.
Okay, I'm shutting up. My lip is zipped.
Let's get to this week's specials at Sentry Foods. Now through Wednesday, save on 64-ounce selected varieties Old Orchard juice, 2 for $5. 8.1 to 11.5-ounce selected varieties Bear Creek soup mix, 2 for $7. 6-ounce selected varieties Blue Diamond almonds, 2 for $6. 10.5 to 11.25-ounce selected varieties New York, Texas, or garlic toast, 2 for $5.
And now time for the big reveal. Free groceries.
That's too over the top. Forget it. I'll handle the rest. Enter to win $500 worth of free groceries on Sentry's Facebook or Instagram by December 31st.
Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Well, we got an accident on 94 westbound, just past Highway 83. It is in the left lane, so a bit of a tight squeeze heading through that area. We've also got a crash on 41 northbound, right at or just beyond Highway 145. Off on the right shoulder there. Another accident in Kenosha County. This one is close to Highway 158. It's on the southbound side, and it is just past 158. The left lane is blocked with this one. Ooh, it looks like it's an SUV that went into the wall there. So squad's on the scene helping out. Give them a wide berth if you can. Otherwise, delays on eastbound 94 from the Zoo Interchange all the way to Hawley. Westbound's backed up from 35th Street to Hawley Road, and then again from Moreland all the way to Barker Road. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny with a high of 25. Tonight, chance of flurries, mostly cloudy, a low of 18. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
This is Brian Balaga. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN.
94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. Shoot. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamara. Here's Jen Latta.
Y'all have heard the phrase strange bedfellows, right?
Nope.
What?
The hell's a bedfellow? Sounds awful shuttlecocky. What is a bedfellow?
You're an opponent in badminton.
Yeah, it's like you're sharing a space. You're sharing a bedfellow. You know, very Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, if you will.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Now you got a picture.
Speaking of smells, just talking how this studio reeks.
I am this close to derobing. I am warm. You can't take a 45-year-old woman and stick her in a room like this, guys. Like,
what is it?
81?
Oh,
so are we up now?
We're at 81.
79 still.
All right,
Good
hold
Lord.
steady. Hold steady at 79.
Which is funny because a lot of people comment on the YouTube stream about how we are always wearing sweatshirts and we're all bundled up in here and how it must be so cold and Craig needs to pay the heating bill and all of these other jokes. And, well, clearly he has.
I would say 3 to 4 times a year, for whatever reason. It gets like that, and then there's nothing we can do.
Nothing we can do.
There's the illusion that we can do something. I'm sure every office has
There's a lot of stuff that goes on in these things. Smells like weed sometimes. It's hot.
fire alarms. What else do we have?
It's an adventure.
I'll just point out it hasn't smelled like weed in a long time.
Yeah, well, they're done with construction in here, so everything's copacetic.
I guess
some people who don't work
You've
around
decided who the weed, where
I
the weed is
figured it
coming
out.
from. Yeah, good job. You're very smart, except for the bedfellows thing. So it is warm in here, and when I said strange bedfellows, sometimes, and I was thinking about this weekend when it comes to college football, right? Like there were teams that were rooting for opponents, conference opponents, in order to help their road to the postseason or road to a conference championship. Well, we've got our own version of that going on here at Jen, Gabe, and Chewy because Joshy and Gabe, I guess, and Chewy by extension, are in the same fantasy football league. And Joshy, it sounds like you've already punched your ticket to the postseason, right?
Sure did. Locked it up last week. I believe I have an 8-4 record.
9-4.
9-4.
Yeah.
9-4 record.
Got the standings in front of me.
If you missed it, Chewy said we.
Yeah.
He's very
He
much
wants in on
coattailing this sucker this morning.
One of the best points scored. Locked it up, and Gabe Neitzel, our very own, is fighting for his life to make the playoffs this week.
On the outside looking in, need a win.
Who are you playing?
Playing you.
Oh, step on his throat.
Well, that's what we were just about to discuss,
Yes.
Chew.
Yes.
Joshy has an opportunity
Sorry,
to
buddy.
maybe bench a few guys, maybe make it a little easier, make the path a little smoother for our guy Gabe Neitzel. And I think we have to have a philosophical conversation about whether or not he or y'all should do that. Now, we got Chew's vote. We know where he stands. But, Joshy, it sounds like maybe you're a little bit leaning towards maybe throwing your guy a bone here?
I mean, I've considered it. I also think it's not in the spirit of the game. I will say in another fantasy league, there is a team I don't want to make it in, and I'm playing a team I want to make it in. And I'm debating throwing the game because I'm afraid of the other team if I have to face them in the playoffs.
Oh, so that's a strategy. That's
Gabe's
a
team,
3 steps ahead strategy.
Yeah, Gabe's team I don't think is terribly concerning. Neither one of them to me.
So there's no benefit to us winning.
Yeah, there would be.
There's seeding benefit.
You would get a bye.
Yeah.
If you
If
potentially win, you would potentially get a top 2 seed because right now your team is in 3rd and the top 2 teams get buys.
So there is incentive to win.
I think you got to go for the bye.
Yeah. Oh, I'm absolutely going to. We're going to step on Gabe's throat. Kick him out.
Aw.
I'm not concerned. We've been playing. Hey, we were below 500 not that long ago, and we had players kicked me out. Had a players only meeting. They all got together, and we've been rallying ever since. So we've been in playoff mode for the last couple of weeks, and Josh is sitting up there fat and happy, doesn't know what's about to hit him. He's facing a desperate team, and that desperation is going to come through this weekend.
Just out of curiosity, are you concerned at all that there's a cardboard cutout of you in the locker room, that they're removing little pieces of your clothing?
Is our roster much better?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's much better.
I'm miffed by the hour roster. Wow. Chewy, what percentage of work have you done on the old fantasy football squad this season?
I'm kind of a behind-the-scenes guy.
Oh, you're the money, are you?
Yeah, I'm kind of the...
He's the silent partner who doesn't give us any scratch.
I'm the analytics guy that doesn't pass the analytics
What
along.
a crock. You as the analytics guy is a wild ride you're trying to take us on this morning. 800-990-3776. Josh and Gabe are facing off this weekend in fantasy football. Is this the GKB one? Is this the one we did over
This
at
is the
Potawatomi?
GKB one, yes.
Yeah,
All right, so you guys are facing off. I saw you guys at the draft, obviously. Typically, you wouldn't have 2 GKB reps in the same league, but I think there were either too many people or not enough people or whatever it ended up being where y'all ended up in the same league, and so we have this situation. Did y'all play already this season, or is this the first time you're facing off?
We did. And Joshy soundly beat me in week 3.
Is this the loser has to do something
No.
outlandish?
No.
It's not one of those deals?
No.
Is that still going on where you had to take the ACT?
Is
that
that
the
still
Power
going
5
on?
or 5 in Live
So,
or whatever the hell the name of the thing is?
Cover 5.
I delete it very quickly. That's the only reason I know.
5 and alive.
Cover 5, and I still don't think I don't think we did anything this year because Craig still owes
the
24
web
hours in a diner.
And he still hasn't done it. Wow.
I don't think he is done.
I took the ACT.
Yes.
Went there on a Saturday morning, sat there for 4 hours, took the test, got the results for being last. And I still say it was under protest because I don't pay attention to anything during football season except for college football, Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, and occasionally the humans that I have birthed, okay? In that order, I think you guys all know. So I still thought it was bull honky that I had to actually pay the piper on the old cover 5. Joshy has an opportunity to get Gabe into the postseason if he lays down, if he benches a few guys, if he gives Gabe a win. Chewy says, step on his throat.
Yeah.
Big news is that the bye is still out there. Gabe, do you want to make an impassioned plea, or do you feel so confident in your team's ability that you don't need to?
I don't need charity.
Well,
you think I want the charity? No.
It's Giving Tuesday, Gabe. Are you sure you don't want to rethink this?
Yeah.
So if you lose, you're out?
Yeah.
Oh. Sounds like you want to be out.
All right.
Huh?
Hey, were there a couple of times where the lineup may or may not been set?
Yeah.
It may have happened once or twice. Sundays get a little busy when you're driving up to Green Bay.
You know the phrase "takes one to know one."
Yeah,
that's what's happening
that's what
right here.
I can appreciate that. Yes.
This guy always wants to be out. Oh, I lost. So sad. 800-990-3776.
I never wanted to be in. I wanted to be you. That was my grand plan in this whole thing was to ride Joshy's coattails. Joshy, who is more prepared for any fantasy draft known to mankind, he is ready to go at a moment's notice.
Drop of the hat.
Depth charts on depth charts on depth charts.
And yet I show up to Pato and I'm like, hey, you got a draft. Excuse me? I was here just to have a good time. I was here to support Joshy and see him win a championship in the Jen, Gabe, and Chewy Championship League. Now I gotta take him down myself. That's now
just out of curiosity. A lot of these teams, a lot of these matchups, they'll give you a projection. What is the projection right now of your matchup?
I'm 55% to beat Gabe, and I don't have a kicker because mine's on bye. So
might want to fix that.
Is it the dude from the Giants? Because if it is, you really don't need to worry.
It's the Patriots kicker.
I was going to say, I bet he's available. Holy moly.
Yeah.
I'm watching that. It was on the screen a few moments ago. What happened there?
Chunked it.
Well, that's what happened. Yep.
Well, his plant foot was way too far out in front.
Okay.
Right? He wasn't slotted.
So, but is that a unit issue? Stop. Is that the three of them, right? The long snapper, the holder.
No, that was the kicker.
All on him,
This
huh?
is
Totally.
well,
He
yeah.
just-
I didn't know if the holder placed it too far away or not far enough or whatever, and it just messed up his steps.
I don't think. I mean, even if the ball was there, I have never seen a kicker stub their toe before they approach. Like his. Usually, when you see somebody kick a football, their leg follows through. It gets through the football. That just hit the turf and stuck.
It's
like even if the ball even if his foot was 2 feet ahead of where it and needed to be where it was by the ball, like he's not hitting the ball. The ball's not going anywhere because he just stuck his toe right in the turf.
It's a total just mental block. And you get those every now and then. You don't like to be the focus of the play, but you get that. I'll never forget. There's two plays, and I think we talked about this years ago, Gabe, where I invented actually a play by my screw up. There's Y corner and Y deep cross. When I hear either one of those, my eyes get big because I'm the guy. So I guess
Got a little
Brett,
tell over
I
there,
guess
do you? Can you
Brett
imagine if you're scouting Chewy's team and all of a sudden you're
Brett
watching film and his
called Y deep cross. I thought I heard Y corner. So the flow to the right is for Y deep cross. So I went to the left and ran Y corner, and I'm wide open. And then I went, oh boy, I think I ran the wrong one. Yeah, I didn't want to run off the field.
Gabe, has that ever happened to you in golf, though? It feels like it could happen in golf. That whole, like, follow-through, that whole swing thing. Have you ever chunked it like that
yeah,
before?
I've chunked it, not like that, not 2 feet behind it where the ball doesn't go anywhere.
Like a double cross is bad, right?
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
you can kind of feel when it's coming.
Yeah. But guess what you're doing in that situation, Chew?
Yeah.
You're still hitting the golf ball.
Yes.
The ball is still going forward. That poor holder just went, Okay, I guess I got to spin out of this because the kicker literally just stuck his foot in the turf 2 feet behind the football.
I don't know what a double cross is when it comes to golf. I assume it's what Joshy's going to do to Gabe this weekend, though, in fantasy football.
Very close to
What
it.
is a double cross?
It's when you want it to go right and it goes left because your swing plane is all screwed. You basically choke. Right? It's basically a choke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to hit a cut, you hit a draw.
Yeah.
Reaction rolling in on the Carbless Talk and text line 800-990-3776. Jared says, that's a little in poor taste, but also, Joshy, could you rest your guys and get them healthy before the playoffs?
I mean, I'm fighting for a bye here. It's well within the range because the person ahead of me, we have the same record, and they only scored 2 more points. So it's very well where I could just advance to the semifinals. So even if I wanted to do Gabe a favor, I would be hurting myself. If it was, I was guaranteed the floor spot, didn't have a chance at a bye, what does it matter to me? I'll let Gabe in. I've beat him once already, beat him again.
Just not this week.
Can't wait to take him down this week.
Is there any chance that happens? Do you have a team that literally can beat his team?
Oh, yeah, I've got a solid team.
Yeah, then we'll just play it off like we let you in. That's essential. Yeah,
well, especially if he doesn't have a kicker roster right now.
Kind of like the Bears still do. Like Bears fans pretend they let the Packers in 2010 when that's not at all what happened. No. Oh, they're responsible for the Packers Super Bowl run because they decided to lay down in Week 17 back
That's a new one. I hadn't heard that one before.
I've heard that one before.
Mike in the it's Mike in Hattiesburg. He says, come on, Joshy, I need Gabe to go down to improve my chances for the playoffs. There you go. Now, Mike is appealing to your better sense. We'll take a break here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, all warmed up, all stretched out. We've got Jason Wilde coming up next. It is a big week as the Packers take on the Bears this weekend. We got some news out of 1265 yesterday on injuries and who will be available for the team as they take on their rival in the NFC North. Jason Wilde coming up next on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
New accident on 894 westbound. This is just past Loomis. The right shoulder is blocked with that one. This is to go along with all the other accidents, like the one on westbound 94, blocking the left lane just past Highway 83. Another one on northbound 41, just before you get to Main Street. The right shoulder is blocked with that one. And then we've got a few in the Kenosha County area, right around Highway 158. We've got the southbound side got the left lane blocked just past Highway 158. Squad is with it, but it's going to be a little while before that gets cleared. Traffic is brought to you by Racine Danish Kringles. They have the perfect gift idea for you, a holiday-designed gift box filled with all your favorite Kringle flavors. Go to Kringle.com or call 1-800-4DANISH to order. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny, a high of 25. Tonight, chance of flurries, mostly cloudy, a low of 18. Weather's brought to you by Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center in Waukesha. Play over 2,000 courses, including that famous one with the green jackets. Book your bay at wisconsinindoorgolfcenter.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and football season is here. Are you ready to make money betting on sports? Are you ready to make a winning decision? Are you going to gamble for fun, or are you going to gamble for money? This year, make that decision that will build your bankroll all year long. Go to FatJackSports.com, and for less than $100 a week, make money betting on the games. That's FatJackSports.com. It's a personal portal. It comes to your email. It's hassle-free. It'll make you money. FatJackSports.com.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit LakelandSupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
This fall, make 3rd Street Market Hall your one-stop, must-stop destination to eat, drink, and play. 3rd Street Market Hall has over 15 locally owned food vendors, a self-service beer wall featuring 30 Wisconsin breweries, over 50 HD TVs, and happy hour specials all week. The perfect place to work remotely or catch a game between meetings or over lunch. 3rd Street Market Hall is your home away from home or office. Visit 3rdstreetmarkethall.com for menus, events, and more information.
Hey sports fans, looking to level up your next private event? V Private Bar Services is your game changer. Move beyond the ordinary. V Private Bar Services crafts custom cocktails tailored to your brand and your guests' tastes. Imagine a bar experience that's as unique as your business. Our expert mixologists will create a memorable experience that your clients and team will rave about. From signature cocktails to full-service bars, we've got you covered. Be the MVP of your next event. Visit vprivatebar.com to book today.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Ready, down, put.
All Packers, all the time.
He was a field-tilting player, and the reason why Gabe and many others are so concerned is that this guy's on the field, he changes the offensive dynamic. They are a different offense when he is there.
Okay, most of the time.
You know, Homer calls Matt LaFleur soft all the time. Matt LaFleur is like Vince Lombardi compared to me.
It's Jason Wilde on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Jason Wilde is brought to you by Lakeland Supply. Lakeland Supply is in business to make your business better. Set up a free packaging and supply chain assessment at lakelandsupply.com. Exterior Pros. Ready to tackle your home improvement project? Exterior Pros and Baths is giving $3,000 off roofing, siding, windows, or bath remodels this month. Visit extpros.com. Also brought to you by Sentry Foods. Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Sentry Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
Always great to get the insight from our friend and teammate Jason Wilde up at 1265. Good morning, Jason. How you doing today?
Good, everybody. How are you?
We're good. We're warm. It's warm in the studio. 70, still 79. Yep. Tropical, downright tropical here. How concerned should we be about the Packers' defensive line? Obviously, we know about the Devontae Wyatt injury. And then yesterday, you and your colleagues revealing that Lucas Van Ness is walking around in a walking boot. He said that the injury is kind of still nagging him a little bit here. What is the level of concern for that defensive line, especially against a Bears team that seems to want to run the ball and run it often?
Well, first of all, it would have been nice if you'd have given me just a chance to sing "The Weather Outside is Frightful," but in the studio, the fire's delightful. But that's okay. That's fine. I know we want to get to the important stuff. Rob talked to him, and the fact that he basically said that he tried to come back and it just didn't feel right. And so they kind of hit the reset button and went back to the rehab process. That's never good. But, and look, I don't want this to sound like, because I have no idea what's going on inside of his foot, right? But you know who I thought of right away? The big fella sitting, I don't know if he's in the studio or if he's in some other tropical location.
I'm here, buddy.
Okay. Well, it feels like Florida then. It's perfect for you.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't understand. He gave Rob one question. And so that was how we got the information we got. But I don't know. You played through a lot of foot stuff, right? I mean, Jayden Reed was playing through a Jones fracture in his foot. And so I don't know what exactly is wrong with it, but he missed 5 games, came back for 6 snaps or something ridiculous in the one game he played, and now he's back on the shelf and in a walking boot. So, again, this is a pivotal season for him. And so, again, I never want to question guys the veracity of their injuries. I just wonder this is one of those instances where if you gave more information, we would have a better understanding of why you're back on the shelf. And not having that, it's hard to understand exactly what happened here because, for a medical staff that while Doc McKenzie is now more in an advisory role, they still, I think, are going to always be cautious. That's how the Packers do business. They cleared him to return to play, and I just find myself wondering what's really afoot, pardon the pun, here.
Jason, is it just a percentage of players that will not play unless they're 100%? I mean, because when I tore my plantar fascia, Jason, I was back in 2 games. Should have never been back in 2 games, but
correct.
What the hell?
And I think you can make the argument. I think you can make the argument that you're the idiot and they're the smart ones, right? And again,
I don't agree. I think, Jason. I don't know. I mean, I can't sit on the sideline if I'm 94, 95%. Like, what the hell?
So I would just say this, and again, I don't have enough information for this to be a critique of Lucas Van Ness. So I really, really, really do not want it to sound like it's about him, okay? Because we don't know, and I feel bad. I actually, to have gone this far down this road, I'm thinking, God, I shouldn't have done this. I will say that you saw Rodgers playing for the Steelers on Sunday with a broken left wrist and then with blood all over his face after Bosa knocks him into next week. And he missed, 1 series and came back.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got, they're in the playoff hunt. Somebody's going to win that division with a 9-8 record or something like that. But I can tell you that he expressed on multiple occasions when he was here a frustration of what you just said, that he believed that too many guys would only play if they were 100%. And if they weren't healthy enough to be on top of their game, they did not want to be out there. And in fairness, what do we always say? If you're out there, you're going to be judged.
Yeah.
Right? No one's going to talk about whether or not you're playing hurt or not. You're going to be judged by your performance. And so, with the money that's at stake now compared to what you made, and with the criticism being a keyboard away, maybe they are the smart ones, and you were the dumb one. Again, I don't know, but and again, not to be unfair to Lucas Van Ness, because you don't wear a walking boot as a prop.
Yeah.
So clearly there is something that he re-damaged in that foot. But again, I think there are players that are, I guess you'd call them throwbacks now.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are people that are probably smart enough to say, no, I mean, let's look at Lucas Van Ness where he's at. Okay. Again, not knowing enough about his injury to pin anything on him. But on the one hand, this is a pivotal year for him, right? They have to decide on the 5th-year option before May 1st of 26. So is it better for him to go out there playing hurt and playing poorly, or is it better for him to be sidelined until he's able to go out there? I mean, the last play he made before his brief cameo upon returning was a sack on Joe Flacco against Cincinnati. I don't know what the calculus is for players nowadays.
Yeah,
but he's definitely in a tough spot in terms of his NFL future.
Let me ask you this, Jason. Do you ever see any guilt in players? Like, the guilt would eat at me if my guys were out there on Sunday and I was like, do they give a crap anymore, or is it just like, hey, I got to be 100% so I can get that $80 million contract? I could never play football like that. I'm sorry. I can't. Then I don't want to play. I know that's easy to say now because hindsight's 2020. But the guilt when we played with Brett, with Leroy, we all played hurt because we loved the game. And we didn't want to let our guys down. I just think the world we live in today, all people give a sugar about is themselves. I can't do it. And you know what? I bet Tausch would say the same thing.
Yeah, look, I feel, let me make this very clear one last time. I have no idea if Lucas Van Ness, if what you and I are talking about right now is applicable to him or not, okay?
Yeah.
Now, I would say this, like, I think about Antonio Freeman's a great example of this, right? Like, he played while his jaw was still wired shut from a fractured jaw. He played with, like, the old John Anderson, and I don't mean our teammate from formerly of ESPN, and Wipeout, which was a great show, by the way. The John Anderson that worked at Channel 6 for a long time in the pre-gen era at WITI, who played like linebacker for the Packers when I was growing up, and he always was wearing this enormous white cast on one of his arms. Free played with a broken forearm. He played with a fracture in his jaw, that his jaw was wired shut, which still didn't stop him from talking, of course, because he's free. But yeah, you guys were different, right? I mean, and I'm sure the Lombardi era guys, even though Ray Nitschke was crying on the sideline when you guys beat Carolina to go to the Super Bowl, I'm sure they probably looked at you guys, not all of you, but some of you, and thought, oh, these guys are pansies compared to us, right?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
So there's a built-in, when I was a player kind of a thing. But I don't think you're entirely wrong either. And at the same time, there's also great advancements in medical technology, right? Where whatever Pepper Burris was working with to decide whether or not you should go practice is different than what Flea and those guys have. So, again, I don't want this to be a value judgment on Van Ness, and I know we went pretty far down the road here. But the bottom line, to go back to Jen's original point, I mean, they are thin right now on the defensive line. I mean, we didn't even talk about Carl Brooks, who basically had a similar scenario where he suffered an ankle injury. He tried to play in the same game Van Ness did. Like, he lasted only single-digit snaps, and then he didn't play on Thanksgiving. And that's a guy that they really need. I mean, he and Colby Wooden have played the most snaps of any interior defensive lineman on the roster. One's played like 415, and one's played 413. And so they clearly need those guys now to pick up the slack. And I think Wooden is kind of an unsung hero guy, because when Wyatt was hurt the first time, he played pretty darn well in the next couple of games while Wyatt was sidelined.
Our conversations with Jason Wilde brought to you by Lakeland Supply. They're in business to make your business better. Set up a free packaging and supply chain assessment at lakelandsupply.com. Jason, I asked this of Rob yesterday, and I'm curious what your answer is as well. Because I look at the numbers, and the numbers tell me the Packers are good at defending the run. 8th in yards, 6th in yards per attempt. But a blueprint to beat the Packers has been run the football, shorten the game, and some teams have been relatively successful at that, whether it's Carolina, whether it is the Giants who got close to beating the Packers, the Vikings in the first half before they had to start airing it out after the Packers built a double-digit lead. So why do the numbers tell me that the Packers are good at stopping the run, yet the blueprint to beat them is run the football?
Because they're cumulative, right? Like, because there are a bunch of games that are factoring into that average where they did stop the run. But you just cited the 3 examples of when they didn't. And I do wonder, frankly, if in that Vikings game, if their returner if he just gets the heck out of the way with a Peter call, instead of trying to block Zane Anderson, which allows Zane Anderson to drive him into the ball to get the turnover, they're still able to keep running the ball, right? Think about that scenario. It's 10-6. Packers get the ball coming out of halftime. and the Vikings force a punt, right? You're only down 4. You don't have to start having J.J. McCarthy throw the ball all around the football field, right? You can keep your same conservative, I don't have a very good quarterback, so I need to be smart about what I have him throw game plan. Instead, because of that fumble deep in your own territory, then the Packers go in and score, and it's 17-6, and it might as well be 70-6, given the way their passing game was so inept. So, and Lord knows Justin Jefferson would agree with me about that. So I don't know what would have happened. Would they have continued to run the ball effectively? And now you have removed Devontae Wyatt from the equation. And my only thing with Devontae Wyatt is that his superpower, if you will, is that for a guy that big, he is so explosive and his quickness is so good. That's what makes him a good player. And I think what we saw was when he would come back from injuries, last year with the ankle, this year with the knee for several weeks after he was playing again, to go to Chewy's point, this guy, give him credit, he played. And what were we saying about him? He wasn't very productive, right? Mm-hmm. Wasn't really very good. So, score one for today's player. There's a guy who played through the injuries, or at least missed abbreviated time with them, but then wasn't the same player when he did play. So I think your perception, I don't know what Rob said, but to me, what you're saying isn't perception, it's fact. Those 3 examples you gave, they were not a very good run defense. Now, the problem is, their number is good because they were good against other run offenses, which may not have been very good, right? I mean, Saquon Barkley is struggling for a guy that had 2,000 yards. People are egging the offensive coordinator's house in Philly. So I don't know if they're as good as their numbers show, but I'll tell you this: we're going to find out on Sunday.
Yeah, that's
These
the
guys
nervous
come
part.
In 281 yards in the last game. So if they're a good run defense, they're going to minimize the damage and force, just like they did with J.J. McCarthy, force Caleb Williams to show that he's improved as much as the perception is. Because I'll be honest, the dude's completed 58% of his passes. So I think we got to be a little bit careful about the narrative about just how far he's come, because he still has a long way to go before he's going to be what they're hoping he becomes.
Jason, very quickly before we let you go, how likely is it that the Packers have their full contingent of receiving options this weekend in Watson, Reed, Dobbs, Wicks, and Golden?
Yeah, I don't do anything verbally very quickly. I apologize for that. I don't think – I'll be surprised if they have Golden. Again, we'll find out more on Wednesday if he does more in practice. But I think Reed is going to be activated. I do think that. I think this was the target all along. So that will help. I'm sure he'll be on a pitch count. But, man, if these guys come back the way Christian Watson has, then they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves, right? Because Watson hit the ground running, and he has been a really, really good football player for them ever since he came back.
Good stuff, Jason. We will be watching that injury report very closely when it comes out on Wednesday. Have a great one, and we'll talk to you again soon.
All right, everybody, take care. Be good.
You can hear Jason Wilde right after Jen, Gabe, and Chewy on Wilde and Tausch here on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, in addition to all of the other programs that we offer you. Gabe?
Connie's delivers pizzeria taste without the pizzeria prices, and it's BOGO right now at Pick and Save. From the cornmeal dusted thin crust to the all-natural premium ingredients, you'll enjoy the pizzeria experience from your home oven. Again, it's like unlike any other crust you've had when we're talking about premium quality frozen pizza. Connie's just delivers that great crust with those great toppings. So get over to Pick and Save and stock up. This hot offer, Connie's BOGO, it's good starting tomorrow, December 3rd through the 16th. BOGO at Pick and Save for Connie's frozen pizza.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Still dealing with an accident westbound 94 just past Highway 83. The left lane is blocked. We do still have a vehicle perpendicular to the median wall, so careful with that. Crash on northbound 41 just about at Main Street, just before Main Street. This one is off on the right shoulder. We also have a crash on the ramp from County Line Road to northbound 41. Also delays with an accident westbound 894 just past Loomis. The right shoulder is blocked, but big delays all the way back into the Mitchell interchange. We've also got an accident on the off-ramp to Highway G from southbound 94 in Racine County. So that's going to be something that's going to tie things up as well. Delays are really starting to build from the Zoo interchange on eastbound 94 to Hawley Road, westbound from about 27th Street all the way past Hawley, and then back on the brakes from the county line all the way to Barker Road. Traffic is brought to you by Life Navigators Soap and Suds Drive. Your donation of body wash, hand soap, or laundry pods will help local kids and adults with disabilities stay healthy all year. Learn more at lifenavigators.org. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny with a high of 25. Tonight, chance of flurries, mostly cloudy with a low of 18. Weather's brought to you by Tsunami Express Car Wash. Shine through any weather at Tsunami Express Car Wash. This December, any Tsunami Express membership is just $10 for your first month. Find a location near you at tsunamiexpress.com. Tsunami Express. Wash, chill, repeat. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Sentry Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
And free groceries.
Okay, just calm down. We'll get to that later.
Stay tuned in right here to score free groceries.
Stop, please.
Okay, I'm shutting up. My lip is zipped.
Let's get to this week's specials at Sentry Foods. Now through Wednesday, save on 64-ounce selected varieties Old Orchard juice, 2 for $5. 8.1 to 11.5-ounce selected varieties Bear Creek soup mix, 2 for $7. 6-ounce selected varieties Blue Diamond almonds, 2 for $6. 10.5 to 11.25-ounce selected varieties New York, Texas, or garlic toast, 2 for $5.
And now time for the big reveal. Free groceries.
That's too over the top. Forget it. I'll handle the rest. Enter to win $500 worth of free groceries on Sentry's Facebook or Instagram by December 31st.
Crisp air, cozy sweaters, and a home that's actually ready for fall. Exterior Pros and Baths is giving $3,000 off roofing, siding, windows, or bath remodels this month. Don't let your home be the only thing falling apart this season. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. Exterior Pros and Baths, because your house deserves a little sweater weather too.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde, and I have the perfect gift idea for you. A custom holiday gift box filled with all your Kringle favorites from Racine Danish Kringles. Or you could also try the new Holiday Stick Sampler Pack featuring Winter Wonderland, Mary Berry, Gingerbread, and Santa's Cinnaberry. It's stick size and a great way to try all the favorite flavors of the season. So go to Kringle.com to order or call them at 800-4DANISH. Racine Danish Kringles. It's not just a treat, it's a tradition.
Hey guys, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Gabe Neitzel here to give you some advice. If you're making plans to propose to that special someone in your life, the Jewelry Center has to be your stop for the ring. It's what I did. They're the best place to shop for diamond engagement rings in Milwaukee for a reason. I didn't know what to get, but with help of a Pinterest board, the Jewelry Center and their team of specialists took care of everything from start to finish. Naturally mined diamonds, lab-grown diamonds, whatever you're in the market for, when it comes to an engagement ring, the Jewelry Center has it. Find locations and inventory online at shoptjc.com.
Welcome to Jackpot Land, this fall at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Play your favorite games with your Potawatomi Rewards card all fall to win your share of thousands in prizes each month and earn entries into the big December Jackpot Land prize drawings. Your October, November, and December entries all count. Win thousands in cash or reward play. Welcome to Jackpot Land, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
You are listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Where else can you get football analysis that includes things like dropsies and pixies and interceptsies and flowy? It's flowy. The offense needs to be more flowy.
On 94.5 ESPN.
blizzard of $300,000 in prizes is rolling into Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. It is Arctic action, and if you want in, you got to earn entries with your reward card December 1st through the 18th. Show up for the Thursday drawings and be ready for a chance to pick from a weekly prize board. As a bonus, there will be a jackpot drawing for all the leftover prizes. Wrap up your year with Arctic action. It is only at Potawatomi. More information, of course, available online. Must be 21 years old and a rewards member to play. Speaking of our friends over at Potawatomi, if you scroll to their sports book, you can find the odds for the regular season MVP. Drake May is the favorite right now, minus 121. Watched him last night. Looked pretty good. Boy, that Patriots team is rolling, aren't they?
They're good.
Matthew Stafford is number 2 on the list at plus 125. Dak Prescott, number 3, plus 1,400. And sitting there in the 4th spot is the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, Jordan Love, plus 1,500. Is Jordan Love a legitimate MVP candidate right now? I say no. And I don't know if 4th in the odds at plus 1,500 makes him legitimate. But that being said, Gabe, we had talked about putting together some wins, stacking success, beating the Vikings, beating the Lions, beating the Bears, obviously, this weekend, if they can put that together. Then all of a sudden, are people going to start buying the Jordan Love for MVP narrative, or does he still need more work?
So what do the first 3 in those odds have in common right now?
Winning their division, right?
Correct. Packers are not currently winning their division. That is a prerequisite for winning MVP. Again, I think the last one to not do that would have been Adrian Peterson when he ran for over 2,000 yards. Last non-quarterback to win it back in 2012, last guy to not win his division and still win the league MVP. So you've got to win your division, and chances are you got to be a top 2 seed, which if the Packers do end up winning the NFC North, they'll end up, I believe, with what the Eagles are doing, I believe they'll end up with a top 2 seed. So that's what you need to do. And is he a fringe MVP candidate right now? Yeah. But if they start going on a run, Matthew Stafford turns the ball over a little bit more after throwing 2 interceptions in the game against the Panthers on Sunday, Jordan's going to climb that list incredibly quickly. Like if Stafford has a stinky game against the Seahawks in a couple of weeks and Jordan continues to play the way he did on Thanksgiving, yeah, he's going to shoot up that list very quickly because everyone's going to look at this Packers team and they're going to go, oh, wow. Oh, they are one of the best teams in the NFL. What's the reason? Micah Parsons and Jordan Love would be those 2 reasons. And only one of those guys can actually win the MVP.
Stafford has the advantage from the standpoint he's going to be playing indoors for half the games in L.A. Mm-hmm. Jordan's got some potentially crappy weather games coming up, so that's kind of... But it was funny. I was looking at the Pro Bowl voting. I mean, they could only have one player in the Pro Bowl based upon what I was reading here.
I think you're misinterpreting the data.
Yep.
You think so?
I believe so.
Like, who's Micah Parsons' lock? Give me another lock.
Xavier McKinney.
He's not a lock. He's 5th among safeties right now.
Yeah, but okay, so let's
in
think
voting, I'm saying.
Well, okay, but let's think about this.
Yes.
How many teams play in the Pro Bowl?
How many teams? 2.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's 5th in the NFC.
It's 5th in the NFL.
5th in the NFL. So 2 strong safeties make it. Or 3 safeties total.
Yeah.
But there's free.
But also, this is just the fan voting, which is a third of the formula.
Sure. But give me, who's another lock? Not an offensive lineman. Zach Tom was 10th among tackles.
But again, this is just fan voting.
No, I know.
I'm guessing they're going to ultimately end up with 3 or 4 Pro Bowlers.
Now give them to me.
But you just gave
Josh Jacobs.
Gave 3
Josh
of those.
Jacobs, no receivers, no tight ends, no offensive linemen.
Well, Tom could get in.
He could get in.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons.
Yep. Xavier McKinney. And Jordan Love's got a chance as a quarterback.
Linebackers? No.
I don't. I mean, Edgerrin Cooper's been too inconsistent this year to get in. Obviously, now Quay's going through his injury stuff. Yeah, they'll have 3 or 4 Pro Bowlers.
I want to get back to the recipe, though, for Jordan Love to win the MVP, guys. Every MVP came from a team with 12-plus wins. except for 2022 Mahomes, where he had 11 wins. They were all the top 2 seeds in their conference, so 1 or 2. So in the history of the MVP, you have to be a top, again, this is not you have to be, but this is just the recipe that has been put together. Ideally, the number 1 seed, so we're talking about 12 wins, a 1 or 2 seed in the conference. But I also think that the numbers have to be there, right? It can't just be about the team having had that success. He has to also put up individual numbers, doesn't he?
To an extent. Because I would argue that Lamar's numbers were light years ahead of Josh Allen's last year, and Josh Allen won the league MVP. The MVP becomes more about narrative than anything else, and you can kind of talk yourself into whatever you want to talk yourself into.
It's like the quarterback on one of the best teams.
Yeah.
Regardless of what those numbers look like.
Well, you can't have bad numbers, but
yes,
the counting stats stuff is not going to weigh as much if your team looks dominant, if it's clear that you are one of the main factors.
Yes.
Like, Jordan Love doesn't have the most amount of touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, but if you look at his attempts and sort of correct for that across the league, you start painting a way different picture of like, wow, this guy has been extremely good in these situations. He's just not throwing the ball as much as everyone else.
Do they wait to the end of the year to vote on it? Or is it like the
regular
Pro Bowl?
season award.
Yeah, the votes
So
are
they're
due
waiting till it's all
at the end of the regular season. After everybody has played 17 games, after that last whistle is blown in Week 18,
Then-
the votes are due between Week 18 and then when the playoffs start the
Okay.
following Saturday.
Okay.
So that's when all the votes for All-Pro, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, that's when all that voting is done, is during that week.
I think it is worth looking at these other players, Drake May, Matthew Stafford, Dak Prescott. Those are the guys that we mentioned on Potawatomi's website that are ahead of Jordan Love right now for MVP odds. Drake May with a 71.5 completion percentage, Matthew Stafford with a 66.5 completion percentage, Dak Prescott with a 69.3 completion percentage, and Jordan Love at 67%.
I mean, I think you can eliminate Dak off this list. Dak's not winning MVP. Cowboys aren't making the playoffs.
All right, well, that would eliminate it, as we have talked about, the 12-win season.
I mean, he might be a final the way Joe Burrow was last
Yeah.
year because you watch that team and you go, oh, yeah, Dak's pretty good, and he's kind of carrying in to the wins that they have. But, I mean, they can lose one more game, maybe. Maybe lose one more game the rest
Is
of the way.
Jonathan Taylor out of the conversation?
Yes.
He's out. Okay.
He's had some unimpressive games here as of late, too.
Well, because turns out the recipe of beating the Colts is, hey, that guy's not beating us. Daniel Jones, best of luck to you.
Yeah.
I have somebody weighing in on the YouTube stream saying that Jordan Love hasn't had that wow performance yet, and it just jumped on me, so I'm going to try to find it. That
Pittsburgh
from
was
D-Pain.
wow.
4 touchdowns on Thanksgiving. Seems like a wow.
With some of the dots that he threw on a national television stage.
I have a question, though. Do you guys think that is actually a factor? Because to me, that's more of a Heisman thing than anything else, right? I'm a Heisman voter. We have talked about this. The season is starting to wrap up. You're looking for those Heisman moments, quote, unquote. Do you think you need an MVP moment from a quarterback in order to solidify it? I think if you're consistent, which again is the buzzword here for the Green Bay Packers, that outweighs a highlight reel, you got to see this viral moment on social media.
Yeah, I don't think it's a moment as much as it is when the lights are the brightest, which are the nationally televised standalone games. Do you play your best? And if you do, that's when most of the eyes of these voters are still on. Yeah, for the Heisman, there's 700,000 voters for the Heisman at this point. So yes, that stands true. But for the MVP, with just the 50 guys that are doing it, the same principles apply. It's easier to pay attention to a team and a player if they are the only game going on at that moment versus, hey, there's 6 games going on at noon. Which one are you paying closest attention to? Well, when you're playing at noon on Thanksgiving and nobody else is playing, and you throw 4 touchdowns and lead your team to a victory on the road, I think that gets a lot of attention.
But he hasn't had 2 wow games in a row.
Yeah,
Like
I would agree with that.
Pittsburgh, he had a wow game, and then the next 3 games he threw for 150 yards. And everyone forgets about him, and then you have Detroit. Like, wow, he can't disappear.
I mean, the narrative for Jordan Love to get to an MVP would be competing in the last weeks for the number 1 overall seed, having a couple good games when they're in the island spots or in prime time, even the 3:20. Like, this game against the Bears is going to be important for his narrative because that's going to be a more televised across the country game. You go and you win against Baltimore, have a good game, then we're in a conversation that's different.
Well, and that Baltimore game is going to be standalone.
Yes.
This is going to be on a Saturday.
But probably the next 3 games because Denver is a 325, so that'll probably be a national game, and there's a good chance that they flex The next Bears game.
To 325 as well, yeah. And that Ravens game is going to be standalone because it's scheduled for that Saturday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever time it ends up being that Saturday, there's only 2 games, and they're
Right.
not scheduling them at the same time.
So you're going to make
So
hay.
he's going to have opportunities against these primetime opponents. If he plays the way he did, he'll shoot up that list.
Oh, of course he will. But he's got to make hay when the hay is there.
Well, and his head coach has to let him make hay.
Yeah.
Are you surprised at all about how strong a hold Drake May seems to have on this award right now?
No. Because they just keep winning. They keep dominating.
He has the, in his advantage as well, as long as leading the AFC, is he has the upset games where he played extremely well against teams everyone expected them to lose to. And he was like the driving factor. That has sort of carried him, and he just keeps performing.
Fair or unfair, narrative does play a big role in these awards. And I think there are a lot of people who are excited about the resurgence of the Patriots, right? We all saw the Bill Belichick and Tom Brady dominance for all those years. People got sick of it, wanted them to lose. Well, they paid the piper, right? They paid their dues. They stunk for several years. You get Vrabel back in there. He's a real likable guy. Drake May seems like very likable. And he's a young kid. He's 23 years old. I think there's a lot of all of those little details that are also playing into, it's a fun little story, these Patriots, these upstart Patriots. I think I've seen a lot of that of like, we're glad that they stunk for the years that they did, but now it's nice to see them having relevancy again.
The issue for Jordan winning an MVP is you're going to need Drake May and the Patriots to stub their toe. Because there is a possibility the Patriots are on bye this week, but their next 2 games out of the bye are Bills-Ravens. And if Drake May plays well in those games, if the Patriots win both those games...
Yeah, that's curtains.
Signed, sealed, and delivered.
That's going to
Is
be a
that
wrap.
bad for LaFleur, though?
What?
Well, look at the Bears and look at the Patriots, how they turn it around in 1 year.
Packers turned it around in 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
but
didn't even have a
They
layoff.
haven't been anywhere yet.
Well,
I mean, it seems like you guys are really
either of the
discounting.
either of the Patriots and the Patriots and the Bears. Where have those 2 teams been? Where have they gone?
I know, but we're going to find out where they're at in power rankings, which rule the world. And
Well, the Patriots are going to be the number 1 team in power rankings. I feel confident about that. After the Rams going down and then the Patriots looking back
the
good on
vibe
national
I'm
TV.
getting here, you're looking past the Bears, man.
No, man. I am terrified.
No, you're not.
I am terrified of the way that the Bears can run the football.
You're more afraid of what Joshy's going to do in fantasy football than the Bears.
I just wish for once somebody on the show would listen to me. That's all I wish.
What?
I've heard you loud and clear all day, Gabe.
All right, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
You've stressed your fear that the Packers aren't going to be able to stop the run.
Yeah, that is scary.
Oh, 2 of you beating up on me? That's weird.
Well, in our defense here, you just launched an argument that fell apart, so then you distracted.
That's what I do.
You did the old, hey, look over here.
Over here.
Hey, it's 81 in here.
Temperature's climbing.
It is. Your face getting a little red there, pal.
Pete weighing in
Starting to
on the
sweat.
YouTube stream. He says no respect for the Packers this year. They have to make it to the Super Bowl before anyone will give them any credit. Paying for losing to the Browns and the Panthers for the entire season. There may be some truth to that. I will say those losses were glaring. Those losses are hanging. They have a stench, and the Packers have been doing everything they can over the last few weeks to try to shake off that stench.
Yeah, and because it happened, if those losses would have happened earlier and the Browns one did, but I think it's more the Panthers one than anything. Because the Patriots lost to the Raiders to start the season. Fell to the Raiders to start the season, and then they've lost 1 game since. So they've looked good. They've bounced back from that. Had the Packers beaten the Panthers and looked good doing it, nobody would have... Oh, yeah, that's right. They lost to the Browns earlier this season. But because they lost to the Panthers, it just compounds what happened
But
earlier
it doesn't
this
really
season.
matter. It's all about what they do going forward.
Well, but that's the thing I would say is that as they're continuing to gain momentum, as they're continuing to stack wins, all of a sudden, those awards, those regular season awards, start to come into view. And so I agree with you that at the end of the day, Packers fans would rather have a Super Bowl than Jordan Love being MVP every day and twice on Sunday. But the reality is they kind of go hand in hand. And so in order for, we're talking about Jordan Love being an MVP because, as we mentioned, he is right now 4th in the odds.
Dak being that high is, why would you put that money down? That just seems like, if you're out there and you want to bet on Dak Prescott, just come to the station, give me the money, I'll go do it for you.
That's illegal, Gabe.
Wink, wink.
But their schedule is not real tough moving forward. I mean, they have the Chargers in there, but who knows about Herbert? and then they have the Lions, and then they got Caca.
Yeah, but they've also been not very good.
What is the one thing we know about the Dallas Cowboys? The one thing that's carried on for the past
in the playoffs.
for the past 20 years.
Yeah, 30. 30 years.
Yeah, when it comes time to play some big games,
they choke.
Gonna lay an egg.
Yeah.
Take a break here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. We put it on the YouTube stream poll about Jordan Love. Should Jordan Love be in the conversation for MVP? Go ahead and weigh in on that. Again, some of this is contingent on getting a win over the Bears this weekend and continuing to stack success. Hashtag Mike McCarthy. We'll take a break. Be right back after this. But guys, I want to tell you that recovery is just as important as training, and that's why my infrared sauna from Good Health Saunas has been an absolute game changer. When the temperature outside is in the single digits, like it was when Joshy woke up yesterday, nothing feels better than stepping into my infrared sauna from Good Health Saunas, getting a good sweat in. It helps loosen tight muscles, eases soreness, improves flexibility so I can bounce back fast. And for those of you who are interested in longevity, my skin feels better, my hair feels better. Just generally speaking, I feel stronger, more relaxed, and ready to tackle whatever's next. If you want to see if a Good Health Sauna is right for you and your family, stop into their showroom in Waukesha or visit goodhealthsaunas.com/Jen. That's goodhealthsaunas.com/Jen for a discount.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
This felt more like the team that we saw in weeks 1 and 2 than it did the last couple times that this team has been here.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Green Bay is incredibly good on defense, and when you factor those things in, you have an absolute drubbing. It was varsity versus JV.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
So the body knows that it needs to heal itself, but it doesn't know how to concentrate it and target it into just one area. So that's where we come in.
By we, Dr. Ashley Caravelli means the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, QC Kinetics.
We put in those treatments, then it sends out like little signalers to your body. We're able to make the body focus on the areas that need the most healing.
QC Kinetics has gathered brilliant medical minds like Dr. Caravelli and Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup, a pioneer in the field of regenerative medicine, to lead the way in these innovative pain treatments.
So at QC Kinetics, we have a whole team working nationwide with cutting-edge research to reach our patients and treat them and know that surgery is no longer their only option.
The consultation is free. Find out if you're a candidate. Call QC Kinetics today.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Any coach will tell you, games are won in the preparation. The same's true in cybersecurity. Trend Micro helps businesses move from reactive to proactive with cyber risk exposure management. That means real-time visibility into your risks across cloud, email, endpoints, and networks. For over 35 years, enterprises worldwide have trusted Trend Micro to prepare, protect, and perform. Don't wait for the next threat to blow the whistle. Get secure now at trendmicro.com, because the best defense is being ready before the game even starts.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
What's better than cheering for the Packers with an ice-cold beer in your hand? Cheering for the Packers with an ice-cold beer in your hand that you got for 10% off. And when you get Packers checking from Associated Bank, you get even more. Like 10% off food and 10% off drinks on game day. Like that ice-cold beer in your hand. Plus 15% off Pro Shop gear. Only with Packers checking. Associated Bank. Bank of the Packers. Learn more at associatedbank.com/Packers. Member FDIC.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and football season is here. Are you ready to make money betting on sports? Are you ready to make a winning decision? Are you going to gamble for fun, or are you going to gamble for money? This year, make that decision that will build your bankroll all year long. Go to FatJackSports.com, and for less than $100 a week, make money betting on the games. That's FatJackSports.com. It's a personal portal. It comes to your email. It's hassle-free. It'll make you money. FatJackSports.com.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right, and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I mean, pumpkin seeds.
No, little suckers. They might be. What did you say before, Jen?
Sesame, but those are white.
No,
white.
these aren't white. No, this isn't on the outside. This is on the inside.
Seeds on the inside.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you've got some sort of
scrotum.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Jordan's already putting up better statistics than both did early in their careers. He just has to win a Super Bowl before we give him any flowers. It's a tough spot to be in. Comparing him to Favre and Rodgers. That from Pete on the YouTube stream. Is that fair? The numbers, I mean, he's right about the numbers as far as comparing their early seasons to Jordan's early seasons.
Yeah, but also football was a very different game back in the early 90s.
They're throwing a lot more.
Yeah.
There.
Well,
fewer interceptions.
Well, yeah. like again, when Brett threw 13 interceptions the year you guys won the Super Bowl, or maybe he threw 12.
Yeah, that was good.
I was like, oh, damn, Brett's down to 12 picks this year. Hell yeah. Whereas 12 interceptions might lead the league now. Quarterback play is slightly different.
A little bit.
Now than it was then. So it's tough to compare those stats across eras.
If you're watching on the YouTube stream, you see that I have derobed, disrobed, whatever the word is, taking off my sweatshirt. It's a little hot in here, Nelly. I couldn't do it anymore. I was trying, but the minute I broke a sweat, I was like, I got to take the sweatshirt off.
Don't worry, Jen. They're going to fix this issue by 8:55.
Yeah.
Right. It's going to be a balmy 65 in here, and I'm going to be like, great. Appreciate it. You guys aren't hot. I'm the only one.
No, this is luscious. So good.
I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm not great.
I'm just grinning and bearing it.
Well, I don't want to be,
I'm so warm, you guys.
Yeah, I don't want to be, I like being warm and toasty, but you said it when you came in here. I want to take a nap. I just, if this was a recliner, I'd be out. You guys would be on your own the last hour.
Is there any Palermo's in the freezer up there?
You could stick it on the counter and cook it. That's how warm it is in here. Just watch it cook itself on the table. Good grief. All right. Well, Jen, Gabe, and Chewy rolls on after this.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
Southbound on 175 right at State Street. Left lane is blocked with a crash. We've got an incident on the ramp from Greenfield Avenue to northbound 894. So that's going to start to slow things down. We've also got a crash westbound 894 just past Loomis off on the right shoulder. It's solid all the way back through the Mitchell interchange to the airport spur. Northbound on 4394 backed up out of the Mitchell interchange all the way up past Oklahoma Avenue. More delays heading into the Marquette. Southbound 43 heavy from about Bender Road all the way down through the Marquette to Locust. Southbound 41 is going to be backed up with there's an accident right near Highway 145 on the northbound side. That's off on the right shoulder. But southbound is heavy volume from Good Hope Road all the way to Capitol Drive. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco, Fisco, Fisco. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today. Mostly sunny, a high of 25 tonight. Chance of flurries, mostly cloudy with a low of 18. Weather is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, sports fans, looking to level up your next private event? V Private Bar Services is your game changer. Move beyond the ordinary. V Private Bar Services crafts custom cocktails tailored to your brand and your guests' tastes. Imagine a bar experience that's as unique as your business. Our expert mixologists will create a memorable experience that your clients and team will rave about. From signature cocktails to full-service bars, we've got you covered. Be the MVP of your next event. Visit theprivatebar.com to book today.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee, a Good Karma Brands radio station. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Shamara. Here's Jen Latta.
Chewy's over here with money-making schemes. I was telling him how I went to the dry bar when I was in LA to get my hair done. You guys didn't know what a dry bar was, so I informed you. It's where you go and they blow dry and curl your hair.
What to say? Because otherwise a dry bar seems,
not very fun.
Oxymoronic.
Yeah.
Like, what am I drinking?
You have no alcohol? Wait, you have none?
Just carrot juice?
No, it's a hair place. And then, Chewy, you said that your wife doesn't like that they charge for blow drying.
In Florida.
Here.
She doesn't get charged here. I know in Florida, she's like, are you kidding me?
Well, but again, it's only like $50 to go into a dry bar.
$50 to dry your hair? I'm like 25, you know?
You gotta set up.
Electricity doesn't cost that much.
You trust me to curl your hair?
Not even a little
It'd
bit.
be a new look.
Trend setting.
You would singe that stuff right off.
Oh, yeah. What do we do that's like that?
Barber? Shave? Go get a shave?
Like, do you go and get the shave at the old barber or trim?
So when I get my hair cut, the trimming of the beard is a part of the package that I pay for.
I'm afraid that I'm going to get whacked.
What, with the straight edge? Oh, it's great.
I would
It is
never
the
let
best.
anyone straight edge me. No.
It is the best.
Yeah,
That is the lightest.
You're envisioning a licensed barber who's trying to run a business and continue to make money is going to slit your throat? Is that
I'm just trying to figure out, wait, where are we, good fellas?
Oh, whenever I go to a restaurant, everyone in the family knows where I sit.
Facing the door.
No, back's got to be the wall.
I figured it was facing.
Yeah.
No,
Got to be able to see everything.
I get very uncomfortable.
Yeah, you got to see everything. What if you're at one of those tables that's like in the middle and there's no way to have your back to the wall?
I asked for another table.
I'm going to start calling you Tony Soprano.
Didn't realize you were this paranoid that this many people were after you.
So what kind of lifestyle is it if you can't just pretend everybody's out to get you and there's a whack on the way?
It's very boring.
It's like you're for sport pretending you're at risk of something.
Give them something to do.
Whack on the way is fun to say. There's a whack on the way.
Is there a dry bar here?
Yeah, Whitefish Bay.
It's a bad name for a business. Isn't
Really?
It? It's very confusing.
Well, I mean, Jen knows what it is. I mean, it's not like we're the clientele that's going there.
See, I think the people who need to know do.
Are there men out there that blow dry their hair?
If you have long hair.
Absolutely.
Oh, also, with the style now, with the teenage boys, they do the whatever it is.
Flock of seagulls?
Yeah, something like that. A lot of guys are blow drying their hair.
Really?
I saw an Instagram video where guys actually put a hat on, like a hat on backwards, and then they use the back of the hat to blow dry the hair around it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then they take the
Where it's
hat
got
off.
the hole in the back of that.
And then they've got the, I don't know what you call it, so I'm doing the sound effect.
Bullwinkle?
It looks like wings. When I had longer hair, I would hate when that happened to mine. If it was wet and I put a hat on and it started to get the ramp, it would be like, this is embarrassing. Now it's a desire.
Do you guys use a comb or a brush?
Yeah.
I've never used one. Just the hand. Yeah.
Serves the same purpose.
Yeah.
Petey Pablo weighing in on the Carbless Talking text line. He says, just stick your head out the window on the freeway. Free. free.
Works. Yeah, there you go.
A little chilly on a day like today.
Yeah, you catch pneumonia.
Wake you up.
Is it true that if you have a wet head of hair and you go outside, you could get sick?
That's a lie.
You tell me. You're the mom.
You
I
just
feel like
gotta-
my mom's the one who always told me that, so I feel like this knowledge had to have been passed on to you
I
as the
feel
parents.
like it directly conflicts with the idea that colds come from bacteria and viruses. Like, that's where I'm having a tough time here, if I'm being honest with you. Can you go outside with wet hair and not get sick?
I think that's...
You'll catch your death of cold. That's what it sounds like your mom would say, right?
Yeah.
Like,
There's got to be germs, right? No?
Yeah, I don't know.
There's germs in the air.
Maybe it
Are
attracts
there?
the germs.
Germs is our concern here?
I don't know.
okay.
I'm an orthopedic. I'm not an ear, nose, and throat.
You're barely an orthopedic, so not sure what that means for any of this other stuff. I was going to start this conversation talking about the Bears-Packers. Bears obviously in first place in the NFC, this game for first place in the NFC North. And there's been a lot of talk about whether or not this is the biggest Packers-Bears game, at least in the last decade. We talked about that yesterday. Who has more on the line between the two teams?
Oh, Packers.
Yeah? You said
Because
that very
the Bears,
definitively.
The Bears could win 2 more games. What are they, 8-3?
Yes.
The Bears could win
9-3.
1 more game and it'd be a
9-3.
successful season.
Yeah, they're 9-3. Mhm.
Right? I'm sure Vegas, the under-over on them was probably 7.
Yeah, they could have already hit that
7.5.
number in terms of their total. If the Bears make the playoffs at all,
Oh, that's
a huge step forward for this team. That is a proof of concept that they made the right hire, that they're going to continue to talk themselves into Caleb Williams. Making the playoffs is a huge win for the Bears because they haven't done that. The next step for the Packers is winning the division, hosting home playoff games, being one of the top teams in the NFC.
yes.
If the Bears surpass you in the division race after you've been putting all this work in to get past the Detroit Lions, yeah, that's disappointing. I agree with you. I think there's more on the line for the Packers.
Are you calling them good yet or no?
The Bears?
Yeah.
I mean, they're a good team. They
All right.
they do
Okay.
something like their running backs, Chew, are good.
Yeah.
Like their
I know.
running game is good.
I
I'm with Jason in terms of I don't know if I've seen the growth that everybody wants to pretend they're seeing with Caleb Williams yet, but that run game is taking a ton off of Caleb Williams, and I think Ben Johnson just works his magic to make the passing game. Although Ben Johnson yesterday called out the passing game, saying it wasn't where
I
it
know,
needs to be.
I saw that, yeah.
So, even their head coach is not satisfied with the way their quarterback has been playing.
It just shows you what a good coach can do. This was, what it reminds me of Holmgren in 92, because our roster sucked, and we still won 9 games. And it was all because, not all, but 5 of those wins were coaching. Coaching, yeah, makes a huge difference. Huge.
Well, and I think we have talked about, there was a lot of talk about how, what's the division? I'm escaping it right now. It's escaping me right now. But with Harbaugh and with
AFC
Thank
West.
you very much. Good grief. I only got one of the names, too. It's Pete Carroll and
well,
Sean.
the fact that you said Harbaugh, you could have said an AFC North. It's either the North or there's 2 Harbaughs.
Anyway, all of the talk about
Doesn't
how
even narrow it
talented and successful those head coaches are, right? It was like, this is the division that has the best head coaches in the league. I'm wondering now if people are going to start saying that about the NFC North. If people think that like Kevin O'Connell and Matt LaFleur and Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell are some of the top coaches in the league.
I think
you're not there yet. I can see it in your
Well,
face.
I think Detroit, and I didn't really buy into it, but now I do, losing the 2 coordinators is the reason why they're in a free fall. Because Dan Campbell, he's a good head coach, good manager of people, but he's not a play caller. He's not a play caller. Just shows you how good Ben Johnson was there. Because he's so creative.
Is that
and
your
it
metric
just
for a
flows.
head coach, though? Is your metric for head coach who's a good play caller? 'Cause
No.
some of these guys, they just don't do it.
No, because Tomlin has never done it. I mean, he's on the hot seat now, but he's been one of the better coaches in the league for a while.
I mean, Pete Carroll had a lot of success as that CEO type, being more of a delegator. John Harbaugh, I mean, he's had a ton of success. He's won a Super Bowl out in Baltimore being a delegator.
Even Belichick never called the D. He had Patricia and all those guys. Now, he oversaw a lot of stuff and had faith in those guys, but he's another one. Coughlin, I can't remember if Coughlin, I know he did in college, called offensive plays. I think he did.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I don't
think he
remember.
did. But not necessarily. You can manage, but you got to trust the guys underneath you, which Dan Campbell did, and I don't think he trusts them anymore. So
It's
he'll
weird
be looking
because
for a new one.
it has felt like for the last few years that the Dan Campbell-Matt LaFleur rivalry was building. And for some reason, I don't know what it is, but Packers win that game on Thanksgiving, and all of a sudden it's like, next. And now it's like there's a rivalry between Ben Johnson, who called out Matt LaFleur and talked about how we've really enjoyed beating the Packers as a member of the Lions. That sort of added fuel to this fire that this is a rivalry, that the Ben Johnson-Matt LaFleur rivalry is a thing, even though the two have never played. They haven't even played yet. Like that, this will be the first time that these two guys face off as head coach versus head coach, and yet all of a sudden it feels like
that's what every Bears head coach does. They call out the Packers in some form or fashion. If you get hired as the head coach of the Chicago Bears and don't in some form or fashion call out the Green Bay Packers, you might get fired the next day.
Yeah.
Because every last one of them's done it for the last 20 years.
But it's been so empty, though. That's the thing. Like, they're still talking crap when the Bears suck.
Oh,
You know? Now we don't really know what the Bears are. We think they're good. So, I love it. I think it's great. You know? I'm excited for this game. I'm a little worried, but I'm excited for the game on Sunday.
They got to come up with some defensive answers.
Yeah.
The Packers do.
I actually heard Joshy and Strofe talking about that. Were you guys talking about that yesterday, Joshy, where you were saying, thank you, Bears. Thank you for finally showing
Being
up
relevant.
and holding up your end of the bargain when it comes to this rivalry.
Yeah, that was Strofe. I want to distance myself from those comments.
No.
I'm not going to thank the Bears for anything.
I will never, ever thank the Chicago Bears for a damn thing.
I want the Bears to be futile. I want them to be losers. I want them
Has
to be
Strofe ever
aimless.
tried kicking a field goal? Because I
Yes.
couldn't
Yes.
imagine it
Yes,
being
he has.
any worse than...
Oh, no, he made contact with the football.
He did?
Yeah, I mean, he missed the kick.
Never got it above 4 feet in the air, if I remember
that's
correctly.
fine.
But he hit the football.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Kudos to him. He's got to feel good about himself today, I would think.
After Younghoe Koo stubbed his toe into the turf.
Yeah.
Stubbed his toe. I thought he was going to break his ankle. The way that
Is he going to have turf toe?
If that doesn't cause turf toe, I don't know what does. If we're being honest about turf toe, that's if just jamming your foot into the turf like that doesn't cause turf toe, then I don't know what turf toe
does,
is,
yeah.
and I don't know how you
it's
get
a
it.
total misnomer. It's totally does not deserve to be turf toe if that wasn't turf toe. We'll take a break here on Jen Gave It To You. We've got power rankings coming up. Let's see how we do deciding who is in the top spot in the league this week.
If you feel like you're running on empty, Mentality Health is here to help. Mentality local healthcare facility specializing helping men feel and perform at their very best by targeting low testosterone. If you have low testosterone, here could be some of the symptoms you have. If you have energy or motivation, you have fatigue, you're just tired all the time, weight gain, muscle loss, especially belly fat, you feel anxious, moody, or irritable. Those are all signs of low testosterone, and Mentality can help. They focus on free testosterone levels, which a lot of doctors can't overlook, ensuring that your treatment is tailored to your body. That's what I love about working with Mentality, how it's worked for me. It's a customized testosterone treatment plan. It's not just show up, oh yeah, here you go. No, you go back every 11, 12 weeks, you get your blood checked to make sure all your levels are where they need to be. And the results when you work with Mentality, your energy comes back, that belly fat burns off, and you start feeling like yourself again, confident, driven, ready to tackle life. So don't let low testosterone hold you back. Be at your best for you and your family. Just go to the website, mentalityhealth.com/radio, mentalityhealth.com/radio, and book that first appointment today.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
All right, a crash on 894 westbound just past Loomis is off on the right shoulder. We got backups all the way back into the Mitchell interchange. Delays then on eastbound 894, basically starting from about 76th Street all the way to Loomis. Northbound on 94, heading through the Mitchell interchange, going to be heavy all the way up past Oklahoma Avenue. We do have a broken down vehicle off on the right shoulder on northbound 4394, right about at Beecher. It's kind of close to the roadway, so just be careful there. Southbound 43, heavy from Silver Spring all the way down to Locust. The northbound side backing up right out of the Fond du Lac Avenue area all the way up to Locust. And then we do have a crash on, actually broken down vehicle westbound 94 at 84th Street. This is off on the left shoulder, so it is kind of on a weird spot, so careful with that. The eastbound side slowing from the Zoo interchange all the way through the Stadium interchange to about 35th Street. Traffic is brought to you by the Bartolotta Restaurants, providing memorable experiences for nearly 30 years. Get the perfect holiday gift this season, a Bartolotta's gift card. Purchase yours at bartolottas.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny, a high of 25. Tonight, chance of flurries, mostly cloudy, a low of 18. Weather is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Stay up to date on the green and gold all season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just for you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
Are you looking for reliable transportation this holiday season? I've got you covered. Hey, it's Jen Latta from ESPN Milwaukee. With holiday parties, family gatherings, and year-end events on the horizon, I trust Accutrans Group to handle all my private transportation needs. Whether it's a corporate function or a festive celebration, Accutrans gets me there safely and on time. As a veteran-owned business, they pride themselves on top-notch service that you can count on. Booking is easy, stress-free, and reliable. Just visit AccuTransGroup.com to reserve your holiday ride today. That's AccuTransGroup.com. St. Nick meets St. Kate. The holidays are in full swing at St. Kate the Arts Hotel, where every celebration shines a little brighter. Browse unique gifts at the holiday marketplace, gather for unforgettable Christmas Eve and Christmas Day dining, and of course, don't miss Brunch with Santa, a family favorite filled with joy, treats, and holiday magic. Celebrate the season at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. Visit stkatearts.com/holidays for all the details.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Life's a relentless competition, and you might be losing without even knowing it. With testosterone levels plummeting 25% in just 2 decades, you're likely operating at a fraction of your potential. Your kids sense it when you're too exhausted for playtime. Your wife notices when that spark fades. Here's the harsh truth. Without addressing low T, nothing works. Diets fail, workouts fall flat, but there's hope. Mentality's FDA-approved treatment restores testosterone by an average of 30%. Don't let low T rob you of life's precious moments. Start at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Transform the way you do business with Fifth Third Bank's Commercial Payments Solutions. Our market expertise and managed services streamline your entire payment process, seamlessly integrating with your existing systems to give you unparalleled control. Discover new revenue sources, save time, reduce operating costs, and boost your bottom line with our customized payment solutions. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Crisp air, cozy sweaters, and a home that's actually ready for fall. Exterior Pros and Baths is giving $3,000 off roofing, siding, windows, or bath remodels this month. Don't let your home be the only thing falling apart this season. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. Exterior Pros and Baths, because your house deserves a little sweater weather too.
You're listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I'm saying if we collectively, all the people in their cars, all the people listening on the YouTube stream, all the people listening this morning, if we all do it together, there's power in prayer, friends.
Yes, there is. Blessed be Father, for I played man.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Are you looking for reliable transportation this holiday season? Accutrans is a veteran-owned business dedicated to providing unmatched corporate, personal, and event-related transportation that you will use again and again. From corporate travel and weddings to group events, Accutrans Group caters to every single occasion. I told you guys Accutrans Group took care of our high school parents headed up to the state semifinals by Green Bay. Everyone had a fantastic time. It was safe, easy, and dependable. You can visit their website at AccuTransGroup.com to get a quote and book a reservation today. That's AccuTransGroup.com for reliable and safe transportation.
It's Chewy's favorite segment of the week.
Hey, big guy, you catch the game?
It's Power Rankings time on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
You catch the game last night?
Can I say yes to you?
What will the big guy have in store for us today?
See the game last night?
Which game?
Any of them.
Okay, I just have one issue. Other than that, I think it's a pretty good list. Pretty good. So,
okay,
give me 10.
I have the Detroit Lions at number 10.
I am with Jen. I said Detroit. Number 10.
The Indianapolis Colts are 10 with a loss to the Texans. They're kind of sliding a little bit.
1-3 in their last 4.
Yeah, that's not good. Might want to rethink Daniel Jones. 9.
Now this is where I have to decide if I think the Lions snuck into the top 10 at 9 or if they are out of the top 10. Colts are 10. I'm going to guess the Lions again here, but that's the end of my guessing for the Lions if they're not here.
Chargers.
A.O. Brian D.
Whoa.
Jen, Detroit is 11.
That helps me. Thank you very much. I appreciate
Buffalo. They're one and done.
What were they last week?
They were 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Beat the Steelers pretty easily, but I just don't. They don't have enough talent. Josh Allen needs a little help. 8.
I guess I'll go Chargers here.
49ers.
Chicago Bears.
Interesting.
Chicago Bears up 3 from 11.
Yeah, they should be in the top 10 somewhere. This makes sense. They're sitting at 9-3, top of their division.
I'm just wondering if they should have been higher. I mean, that's a pretty big win, right? Pretty big win.
And theoretically, I'm guessing the Eagles are still above them, even though they won, which means that once again, head-to-head is...
I am not sleeping on Philly.
You should be.
No. I think this is a team, even though they're crapping down the leg, this is a team you do not want to play in the playoffs.
I think they are imploding the way that they did 2 years ago.
Who's better? Let me ask you this. Buffalo or Philly?
I would not want to play Buffalo.
I would not
in the
want to play
postseason
Philly.
because Josh Allen presents so many different challenges. Like the Eagles' offensive line, the Eagles' strengths of last year are their weaknesses this year.
Yeah.
Their lines stink.
Yeah.
Offense and defense.
7.
Okay. Just to be clear, it goes Colts, Buffalo, Chicago so far, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put the Eagles here. I don't think the Eagles can be much higher after the Bears beat them. I'm going to put the Eagles here at number 7.
Chargers?
San Fran.
Oh.
San Fran's sneaky. Are they sneaky?
Yeah, but they have a ceiling.
They have a ceiling.
Because their defense, they play a competent offense, and they're not really going to be able to stop anybody. Their best 2 defenders out for the season. I mean, they're doing what they can with that offense.
Don't want to play them in the playoffs?
No, yeah, I want to play that. I would be fine playing with them in the playoffs.
San Fran or Eagles? Who would you rather play in the playoffs? First round.
San Fran. Because that defense is poof.
Yeah.
You can light up that defense.
6.
Eagles?
This is where the Eagles have to be.
They can't be any higher
Eagles
than this
are
after
here,
losing
but
to the
my
Bears.
problem is they only dropped 2 spots. And I thought they should have dropped more.
Because they just haven't looked good. That's part of the problem. It's not that they're losing these games, but they even in the wins, they're just not looking like they're a team that you should be scared of.
Yeah, the game plans don't fit what they have. Stop trying to run the ball. Or stop trying to run the ball with Saquon because they just can't do it. 5.
Your Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, that's what I have as well.
Yeah, and you're correct. Up from 7.
Yeah, so that was the thing. I didn't think they'd make a bigger jump than that. I didn't think they'd go up 3 or more.
Mm-hmm.
Are they still questioning them? Because usually after a game like Detroit, you get a week of Green Bay love. Hasn't been as much. Probably
Yeah,
a
because
little
the
bit.
game was on Thursday, and then you had a
but
game
a little
on Friday.
bit of like, okay, we've been down this road before where you
Maybe.
beat a good team and then you meh.
Yeah, got to follow it up.
That's fair.
But the Lions, so if you're using that theory also, the Lions, as you mentioned, are 11th on this list. So maybe they don't think the Lions are
I
all
don't think
that good.
I think the Lions are done. I just think
Do you think the Lions are done, Gabe?
If they lose,
I saw they just lost their corner to IR.
yeah,
I forget
but
the name. Pretty good corner.
whoever loses Thursday,
between the Cowboys and Lions, they're out.
They're done.
I think that is an early elimination game.
Okay. 4.
Well, based just on record alone, I've got Seattle here at 4.
Seahawks are 4. Tree.
It's got to be Denver.
Denver
is. They're 10-2, huh?
Yeah, they're looking a little shaky though.
Yeah, Bo Nix.
You need a 2-point conversion stop in order to beat Washington on Monday Night Football.
But from a shaky standpoint, you also don't believe in Sam Darnold, which they have the Seahawks at 4. So who's shakier between Denver and Seattle?
I trust Seattle more than Denver.
Yeah, I do too.
Like, because your defense is supposed to be the strength of that team. You gave up almost 30 points to Marcus Mariota.
Yeah.
What? How does that happen?
Yeah, not good. 2.
I got to be the Rams.
Rams drop down.
Rams and then New England.
The New England
All right,
Patriots.
do a little gaps here. Let's do some gaps.
But the problem is, like, the way that I would group these aren't even,
I mean, Pats, Rams, one route, then I would go gap.
Hold on. Say that again, Jen.
Pats and Rams, gap.
But I still don't believe in the Patriots. I don't think the Patriots are going to a Super Bowl
Then
this
you
year.
can't, how are you going to gap this sucker?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to gap it.
Like, who's your team in the AFC?
Flip a coin? They're all kind of the same.
I'm having a hard time getting off the Chiefs. And they have
they're
less than 50% to make the playoffs.
Chiefs are done.
Chiefs are the team that nobody wants to play.
Buffalo done.
Wait. What was the quote that Chewy's guy had? They're going to tickle your tonsils.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. Andy Reid.
That was the Andy
He's got
Reid
it.
quote.
He's got it.
When did he
If
say
you're coming to me on this, Matt, I'm telling you, we're going to go after you every game. And, that's how we roll. We're going to try to tickle your tonsils on every play, every game.
Son of a buck.
What does that mean?
Really?
In what world? I mean, I can tell you one world what it means, but
Did he ever use that around you?
tickle the tonsils?
Yeah.
No, but he didn't swear, so he'd have some weird, y'all have heard son of a buck.
Yep.
Jeepers Crow. Jiminy Christmas. And the guys that we always tried to get him to swear, but we could never do it.
You never broke him?
No.
Not even once?
Mm-mm. Now, Sherman, we did.
I'm disappointed in you guys.
Yeah.
That you couldn't even get Andy to swear one time.
No, Andy was pretty solid. Mormon Mafia. All right, can we get back to the gap?
I think it's Rams gap.
Wait, now you know what it feels like.
Fair. That was fair.
In fairness, tickle your
All right,
tonsils.
I'm with
needed to be
Jen.
played.
New England Rams gap. Denver, Seattle. Denver, Seattle gap. Green Bay. Philly.
See, that means you're just scared of the Packers. If you won't put the Packers with the Broncos
I
and
got to see them put it
Seahawks.
together.
But I don't think you've seen the Broncos or Seahawks put it together.
They're 10-2.
Yeah, but when they play the tough games, like, again, you put
Seahawks
Sam
played the
Darnold.
Rams tough.
Sam Darnold threw 4 interceptions.
Yeah, I know.
Threw 4 picks.
Well, I think the Rams have the number 1 defense in the league.
And they just gave up 31 to Carolina.
No, I know.
I'm having a tough time with the Chicago-Buffalo area. Are we gapping those two?
Chicago, Buffalo.
7, 8, 9, 10.
I don't know what Chicago is.
Josh Allen puts them ahead of the Bears.
Yes.
So then again, to Gabe's point, how do you gap it? You can't.
I think this is as hard of a year as there is to gap because it's just you see the flaws. They just stare you in the face of all these teams, despite being 11-2 or 10-2 or 9-3.
Yes.
Like, you see the flaws just glaring on your TV screen every week.
The only way the Bears beat Green Bay, the only way, is if Johnson outcoaches LaFleur. That's it. If he outcoaches them, they win.
I think there's a portion of the Packers fan base
that are afraid of that.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
That sentiment makes
running the
them
ball
nervous.
down your throat coaching you? I don't think
no,
so.
it's running the ball down
we gave
your
Matt
throat.
LaFleur credit last week or the week before, because we were like, it wasn't fancy, it wasn't pretty, but he did what he had to do to get the win, and that's good coaching.
Is Ben Johnson the best play caller in all of the NFL? Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Based upon what he did with
Sean
Detroit
McVay
last year,
is never going
based
to give
upon
that
what
up.
he did last year with Detroit and what he's doing this year with a lesser offense.
But I'm telling you this right now, in a big game that I have to win, I want Andy calling plays. In a must-win game, I want Andy.
Is he going to try and run Kareem Hunt 47 times up the middle for nothing while Patrick Mahomes continues to be one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL? I don't know.
In a big game that he has to win, he's going to tickle.
Is he going to do the topsy-turvy whirling dervish? Because, get serious, man.
I think he's bored.
Who are we talking about?
Couple of things.
He's hungry. He wants a hamburger.
We have the doors open here because it's hot as the dickens.
Can you shut those?
And I can hear Joshy yelling from the production
because he also has
his doors open. So I can hear his voice rolling through the door over here, which is hilarious. That's one. Two, I think the highlight of the show this morning has been when you went, yes, no, yes, no, yes. No, just neither of you
like Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. Rabbit season.
We got to take a break on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. We roll on after this.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Southbound up 41, a slow ride from Good Hope Road all the way down to Capitol Drive. Northbound's backed up from Mayfair Road up to Silver Spring. We do have the left shoulder blocked on westbound 94 at about 84th Street with a broken down vehicle there. The eastbound side is very heavy from before the Zoo interchange all the way to 35th Street. Make that 27th. On the westbound side, backing up as well from 25th to about Hawley Road. Northbound 894 backing up out of the Hale interchange up past Lincoln. Eastbound is slowing down from 92nd Street all the way to about Loomis. On the westbound side, we do have that crash just past Loomis off on the right shoulder, so that's going to be affecting your ride. We do have delays all the way back into the Mitchell interchange. Traffic is brought to you by Life Navigator Soap and Suds Drive. Your donation of body wash, hand soap, or laundry pods will help local kids and adults with disabilities stay healthy all year. Learn more at lifenavigators.org. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny with a high of 25. Tonight, chance of flurries, mostly cloudy, a low of 18. Weather is brought to you by Good Health Saunas. Feel better, recover faster, and relax deeper with your own in-home infrared sauna. Visit their showroom in Waukesha or go to goodhealthsaunas.com/Jen. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Feel better, recover faster, and relax deeper, all from home. Infrared saunas from Good Health Saunas use safe, radiant heat that warms your body from the inside out, helping flush toxins, improve circulation, and melt away your stress. Hey, it's Jen Latta from ESPN Milwaukee. I've had my Good Health sauna for a few years now, and I use it almost every day. My skin's clearer, I sleep better, and I feel amazing. Stop by the Good Health Sauna showroom in Waukesha to see the models in person, or visit goodhealthsaunas.com/Jen.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Gabe Neitzel for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, you can't keep an eye on everything unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Selling your home during winter may surprise you. Serious buyers are still out there and often more eager to move.
Homes get strong offers this time of year, and with less competition, your listing can really shine.
I'm Tony Wendorf with Tony Wendorf & Associates First Weber.
And I'm Lindsay Bendler. Our team leads with faith, gratitude, and giving back, donating over $200,000 to local causes since 2020.
Tony Wendorf & Associates is ready to get to work for you with our white glove selling experience. Just search online, Tony Wendorf.
A real estate team that always leads with faith and gratitude.
Tony Wendorf & Associates.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
How are you feeling, big guy, about the MRI?
It's starting to hurt now. I think I have mental issues. I really do.
Well,
gonna have to clip that
yeah,
for me?
that's I mean,
hold on to it.
I know. I don't think there's anything wrong. It's just I think it's something in my brain's telling me
something is wrong, buddy.
On 94.5 ESPN.
You know what I say? Happy wife, happy life. And that usually means a visit to my main guy, Dean Dean, the dancing machine at the Jewelry Center. Earrings, custom jewelry, and repair services. The Jewelry Center does it all, including top-of-the-line engagement rings. And when that day comes for my 4 boys to take their next step, you can bet they'll be heading to the Jewelry Center for their engagement rings. The Jewelry Center offers great deals and selections on both lab-grown and naturally mined diamonds for rings. Plus, you always hear about how great Gabe had at the Jewelry Center with his experience. The Jewelry Center specialist picked out. I just screwed that whole thing up. Sorry, Dean.
Well, it's been a minute.
I'll do better next time. But they know what I meant, Gabe.
No guarantee.
The only way you can save this is by singing the ending here.
Where am I at?
From the top.
Stop into one of their 3 locations, Brookfield, Greenfield, or Burlington today, and check out the full inventory online at shoptjc.com. Sorry, Ron. How was that?
That was pretty good.
Give me a grade. Did I bail it out?
Who's Ron?
C's Ron in the key. It's a pain in my ass. Always. You know, talk about a guy that's never on my side like you two. It's just...
I'm on your side.
No, you're not.
Did Ron text you or something, or you just could feel the energy?
Whatever the lines we have here that do the social media stuff, he's been on there. Right? No, you flopped. You switched.
What do you mean I flopped?
You're that guy.
I don't know what any of this means.
I don't either. I'm still shaken by the read.
I think you could have gone a little more goulet on us.
You think
I
so?
think a little more.
Robert?
Lean a little more into the goulet, and I think it would have been an A+.
Now I'm starting to sweat.
That's because you're embarrassed.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you guys about the wide receiver situation. We asked Jason about this earlier. If you missed any of our conversation with Jason Wilde, you can always find it on the ESPN Wisconsin app. We have a Jason Wilde designated area where you can hear all of his insights. For the first time all season, the Packers might have their full receiving core. Now, we still don't know what Matthew Golden's situation is, but Jason said he believes that Jayden Reed will be back out on the field this week. Doesn't know if he'll be on a pitch count, doesn't know what the snaps will look like. I want to know what you guys want the snaps to look like. If Christian Watson, Jayden Reed, Romeo Doubs, Dontavian Wicks are on the field, I guess you can throw Musgrave in there as well if you want to, although we're talking about pass catchers here.
You know who's
so
last for me?
Dobbs.
Golden.
It should be Dobbs.
Golden. Are we questioning him at all?
Who?
Golden.
Not even for a moment.
Who are we putting it on then?
I think that they want to ease him into the offense. He obviously has dealt with a little bit of injuries here, so that's going to hinder the progress. But I put it on the coaching staff.
Okay.
I don't think they want to overwhelm him, and I don't think he would be, but I think they think the better option is to ease a guy like that into the offense.
Some of it's on the quarterback. There have been times where he's been open and he's just hesitant to throw the ball that way for whatever reason.
Okay.
I'm hoping that, and again, I think that's been an issue for Jordan all year, to tight windows to anyone but Romeo Doubs. And then on what we saw on Thursday, he was willing to trust his guys. Obviously, he trusted Dontavian Wicks to go out there and make plays. Like, guys were covered. Christian Watson, guys were covered. And usually he only throws the ball to Romeo Doubs in those situations. I think he's starting to learn,
hey, I can trust a lot of these guys. And I still think Matthew Golden's one of those guys you can trust.
Okay.
We just haven't seen him on the field because of the respective injuries he's had.
It's weird to me because Dobbs feels more like a slot guy because he's not special. Your slot guy is a third down guy that picks up 3rd and 8s and stuff like that. The Z, he's just not explosive. So I know it's too late in the year.
Well, you're getting your slot guy back.
No, I know that, but I'm like, I'd rather have Wicks at the Z, Reed in the slot, and then Watson at the X.
100%.
Yes.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, sign me up for that.
Because when you get playoff, you need explosives. You need running a slant and taking it 60 yards.
And honestly, you know who the first guy is for me coming off the bench?
Who?
Would be Golden. And then in those 3rd down red zone situations, then you can bring in Romeo
I
Dobbs.
just know how rookies get. Like this time of year, it's cold here. He's never been in a place this cold, and it's like you're tired and you're beat down, and there's days you don't want to be there. That's why I just think
They're
he's
hardly playing him. He should be fresh.
Well, true, but I'm just saying from a mental, because it is a mental grind. It's a mental grind.
Well, especially when you're not playing and you want to be playing. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
think there were whispers of frustration from Matthew Golden as far as how he was being used or how much he was being used. And then, of course, the injury happens, and then, you got to sit out. But I think that this is a kid who thought he would make a more immediate impact, just given where he was drafted, guys.
Yeah.
Like, given the fact that they, took a flyer, took a chance, went up and grabbed this kid, and
well, and a day wouldn't go by during training camp where you wouldn't hear something great about Matthew Golden.
Well, I've talked about this a lot. The Packers always learn the lesson the hard way. They always are slow to react to clearly better players being given the opportunities they probably deserve. And would it shock you if next season or later this season we're looking and going, maybe if we would have given those Romeo Dobbs routes to Matthew Golden, this offense would have looked a lot better.
All right, pause for a second because I'm getting pushback on both the YouTube stream and the Carbless Talking Text line. So I want you guys to work your way through this. Jason says, Romeo Dobbs reminds me of Donald Driver, his hands and his athletic ability. Hold. And then John says, sometimes I'm ashamed to be a Packers fan listening to you guys. Dobbs has been our best and most consistent receiver. So explain to the people who are listening who think that Dobbs is the best and most consistent receiver why you guys have hesitation when it comes to him, Gabe.
Well, because he doesn't have the athleticism of Donald Driver. Like, go ahead, if you think that, whoever put that in there, just Google Donald Driver 49ers. The first play that's going to come up is the best play of Donald Driver's career where he breaks. It's no less than 7 tackles. He is just shedding defenders as he goes down the field, has speed. Like, Romeo Dobbs is never going to make a play like that. He's just not. Like, Romeo, the best comparison for Romeo is James Jones. Jason said it 1,000 times. And it's not that type of receiver doesn't have a place. He does. I think the way that they've used him in the red zone for some of those tight windows, contested catches, he had a touchdown, he had a big 3rd down conversion. I think that's the right way to use him. But if you're looking for explosive plays, Romeo Dobbs...
He's a slot receiver by numbers. 45 receptions, 12-point yard average. I had a 12.6. I had a 12.6.
Yes.
Okay? He's at 12. And I'm sure Donald Driver was probably 14 to 15, his average. No. When you get to this time of year, you need explosive. Because it's, you know what it is? It's kind of like MLB baseball, where every single pitch is so important.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like what this is.
Hey, again, 542 yards, that's ain't it.
In comparison to his targets, look at his yards per route run. He's going to be towards the bottom in all those things because he doesn't get open, he doesn't separate, he doesn't break tackles. He has a very hard time beating anybody deep. He's a limited player. In his usage that we saw last week on Thursday, that's the perfect spot. 4 targets. We use him on 3rd down and near the goal line. That's the best you're going to get from him. Because we've seen the passing offense struggle when he's getting 8, 9, 10 targets. It happens all the time.
And your Z receiver is your stud. That's Justin Jefferson. That's Puka Nacua.
Well,
and we've got Romeo Dobbs out there doing it.
Like, Christian Watson has been back for half the games that Romeo Dobbs has played. Like, they've got 5 more games left. Would anybody be shocked if he surpasses Romeo Dobbs as their leading receiver in terms of yards in those next 5 games? I wouldn't, because they are targeting Christian Watson more. Like, as everybody else has gotten healthier, Romeo Dobbs' importance to this offense has gone down.
And look, this sounds like a bleep talking session on Romeo Dobbs. It's not supposed to be that. But the point is, because I got people saying, Dobbs has bailed us out a number of times, trying to figure out which of the people on there said that. The point is not that Romeo Dobbs is ass. The point is that he's not good enough to be the featured pass catcher in this offense. And some of that has been a product of the injuries to other guys. That's just a reality, right? Did anybody want Jayden Reed to be hurt? No. Did anybody want Christian Watson to be out for as long as he was? No. So I appreciate Romeo Dobbs having stepped in and been that guy when they needed somebody to be that guy.
Romeo has a role in this offense.
Yes.
We're not saying he shouldn't be in the league. No, he can't be your number one option. He can't be your top target.
Totally agree.
If that is your top wide receiver, as we saw at different points earlier this season, your offense is going to struggle. Your offense is going to struggle if he is your top number one wide receiver. But as we've seen, as those guys have gotten healthy, Jen, he hasn't been that number one wide receiver. He hasn't been that top target. And I'm guessing those opportunities for him to have 5+ targets are going to go down as Jayden Reed gets healthier, as Matthew Golden gets healthier, because those guys have the explosion and the run-after-catch ability that you need in an offense.
And forgive me if I'm wrong on this, but wasn't it Jordan Love and Romeo Dobbs who worked out together in the offseason, weren't they the guys? So there is going to automatically be another level of trust there, right? Just from the reps that those two have had independently of the rest of the offense. That's why folks are saying, John weighing in on the Carbless Talking text line, there's a reason why Love sends the ball his way. He's a possession receiver who finds spots in the zones, not a flashy guy. Yes, and there is absolutely value to that. Yes. I don't want to diminish what Romeo Dobbs has done. This is more of how he is being used in the offense and a product of some of the injuries to the other guys in the receiving corps. A weekly pulse on the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a fan favorite and Bucks legend. Tune in to hear Here District with Marcus Johnson, a Bucks Plus audio production. Marcus and his son Chris, a 1995 UCLA hoops champ himself, talk about everything happening in the Bucks world and are joined by some of the biggest names in basketball, and they'll answer your questions too. Stay on the beat of the Bucks and find Here District now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
This felt more like the team that we saw in weeks 1 and 2 than it did the last couple times that this team has been here.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Green Bay is incredibly good on defense, and when you factor those things in, you have an absolute drubbing. It was varsity versus JV.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
Christmas is a time of generosity.
Kessler's wants to be generous, and we suspect that you want to be generous too. Let's team up.
This year, we're going to make it possible for you to be more generous than ever.
Number 1, Kessler's has a big selection of delightful diamond jewelry priced at $150 on up.
Number 2, great gifts at affordable prices such as sterling silver earrings, pendants, and bracelets to fit every look and every personality.
Number 3, with your purchase of more than $299, you'll get a bonus gift worth at least $90.
You can choose from a lucky 4-leaf clover pendant
or a 22-inch stainless steel curb chain, ion plated in yellow gold.
And please, please don't get all cleaned up and dressed up. This is Kessler's, your home away from home.
If you're wearing muddy boots and your pajama bottoms, that's totally fine.
We've all done it.
Come to Kessler's.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you and our holiday hours, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Without an Advent clinic nearby, people suffering needlessly from chronic nasal congestion and sinus infections would be stuck with either Band-Aid or Sledgehammer solutions. Band-Aids are pills or nasal sprays, and they're not true solutions. Surgery is a sledgehammer, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Because most people don't need surgery for nose and sinus issues, nor do they want a 14-day recovery. Our unique Advent approach can, in 20 minutes in our office, open your blocked nose for good, with only 1 day recovery. I'm Advent founder Dr. Kandula. Outside of Advent's four walls, invasive surgery is what they'll recommend. But here you will find effective and convenient in-office solutions to help you stop the need for Band-Aids and avoid the sledgehammer.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
Life's better with American Family Insurance, because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Jen, has college football gotten a little sleazy? Where you can recruit
A little? No, I'm saying from the standpoint, it used to be.
That was good.
On 94.5 ESPN.
I am thrilled to report that it feels cooler in here.
What are we at, 78?
Still 79. I don't get it. We've had the door open for the last hour approximately. It has gotten much more comfortable in here. Crushing the tank top action here in the studio. Probably going to have to throw on some layers before I step out into whatever temperature it is outside.
Isn't that supposed to be like a good thing for you, go from the hot to the cold?
Contrast.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, listen,
she
the
has
closer I
sprained
creep
ankle,
to
though.
menopause, the more I appreciate the cold, gentlemen. Jen, why are you standing outside? Menopause.
It's hot in here.
Wildy and Tausch is next on ESPN Milwaukee. Have a great day, everybody.
Southbound 43 backing up from Silver Spring pretty much all the way down